ridiculous. Let's have a good show. All right, let's do it. I love that song. Welcome, everybody. Welcome. I am your host, Freddy Flattemus, and this is Get to the Point. Get to the Point. That's right. The place where we come to talk about the news and the politics and the facts of what's really going on out there. And, ladies and germ dogs, if I can say, it has been a fascinating week. Well, first of all, I hope everyone had a wonderful Turkey Day. I hope that their holidays are going as well as mine have. Due to certain choices I've made over the past couple years, I did not celebrate with my family. I awoke into a puddle of urine, vomit, and spit. It was of my own making, so it wasn't that bad. But, it's strange to be kind of reliving my Kentucky days and my Indiana and Coach Bobby. Anyway, that's a whole nother time and another story. I had a great Thanksgiving. How was yours? Listen, I'm taking a chat line. Let's see. I think I've got this set up right. Go to Studio C, and we should be able to see ourselves up there. We are streaming live, it appears, and I have the chat line enabled. So we are not quite of Trench Digger is not quite of the pedigree to do super chats yet, but we're hoping that's something we can get into. But while we are here, I guess we could take a tour at some of what Trench Digger does have in mind for the future. We've been looking at expanding our role into the what we like to call the, well, where is that? It was over here. Gold Barnett now. Yeah. What we like to call the Diggerverse. And it's kind of like a whole universe of Trench Digger. And as you can see, we are now on Rumble. And this is breaking news. Rumble has just been sold. So I guess one chunk of our empire has been sold to another empire. I hope they are a decent and caring empire. But that is Rumble. Live streams, news, and comedy. I guess I don't know what they mean by the comedy part, but this is news, and you've turned in to get to the point. Speaking of news, what else we got? Let's see. Rockfin is one of these places we're not quite infected into yet, but we do have great news that pops up here in the old Trench Digger Rockfin channel. This week in news, we have the Maxwell trial is going on. The Maxwell. We have Bill Gates and Jimmy Fauci hanging out together, I see. And Kamala facing some bullying charges by her staff, apparently. Apparently, she's been getting picked on by her staff, and that's not very nice. Anything else? Well, we got over here. We do have our Odyssey channel. I'm not logged into that yet. So let's take a look at next door and see what's happening in the local neighborhood. Well, how about that? Hello, I'm wondering how people can be walking around totally dark streets in St. John's wearing all black at night. There seems to be an epidemic around here lately. I'm driving around the neighborhood. People are walking across streets wearing all black. I cannot see them I'm barely able to see them. Ooh, that is next door, and he's letting it all hang out. Yeah, I should have grayed out his name. I will not mention it, but we'll go over it here. Yeah, people wearing all black around here, Carmelo. I say, Carmelo, Marcus Anthony has joined the party. You're scratching up some expensive equipment there, buddy. Yeah, yeah. I will say this about wearing dark in dark streets at night, as well as certain medical decisions that people might make around here. And I like to always point out Oregon is a successful death with dignity state. So as long as you choose to be very dignified as you go out, I might have said this before, but as long as you're very dignified on your way out the door, it should be all legal and safe. So that's partially why I moved to Oregon. It's beautiful in the rain. It gets very dark and dreary this time of year, and you get a crack of sun, and then you're like, and you're like, oh, I still got 4 more months of this stuff, and it's just it's beautiful here. It's just beautiful. So, anyway, we can go back to the messages, but no, let's get back to the news. We have a letter to LA Times reveals details on Alec Baldwin movie shooting, and this is coming to us from Alison Morrow. Alison Morrow, one of our YouTubers. I believe she lives in the Northwest too. Let's see what her panel is saying on this subject.
To his head with a blank in it, and a blank had enough pressure that it was enough to kill him. Then Brandon Lee of the Crow died in the 90s, and that was a freak incident where a dummy round got caught in the barrel, and then a blank behind it fired a dummy round into him, and that killed him. So this is the third actual shooting on a set. Now, what's happened with this, though, is how does somebody get shot on a set? There's a lot of misconceptions out there, and the first thing we wanted to do, because Mark has worked with movies forever, he is a co-writing partner with Oliver Stone. The movie The Recruit is his movie. He wrote the original story, and on down the line. He's on the set. He's a location manager. He has a lot of time on this. A lot of people were saying the prop gun malfunctioned or misfired. And everybody said, well, how's that possible? And they were thinking that a prop gun is a fake gun. First rule is a prop gun is a gun that is controlled by the proper department of a movie. So we had to get that out the right way. It is literally a gun. A gun can be used with a bullet, a blank, a dummy, empty, but it is in fact a real gun. Then you have the problem of how did live ammo get on that set? How did live ammo get into that gun? This is still going on. This is still the case. And where this is all started from, our first episode, we talked about it. And early on, I pulled up a picture here. This is Hannah Gutierrez Reed. And Hannah is the armorer on the movie. She's very young. She's 24 years old.
Can you see this? Yeah.
And we started out wondering if perhaps Hannah was not mature enough or skilled enough to actually be the armorer on the set. And there's a lot of pictures out there like this that people have used, etc., to say.
Okay, well, this is Alison Morrow, interviewing Eric Hunley about an LA Times article that reveals details about the Alec Baldwin set. And it appears the armorer was an Instagram model part-time too. So that's a busy career move to be armorer and Instagram model. I have no bones of contention to pick about that, but these days there's a lot of people trying to balance two jobs out there, and it's just very it's It's a damn shame. Let's see. We got anything else out there? Well, we got the. We always got fun in the next door, and but I don't want to put anybody out there to dry just yet, because we already did with poor Philip, and I didn't realize I couldn't blur out his name. Can I now? Uh, we got our Rumble channel, and yeah, who's chatting? Who's watching? Who we got out there? I see we got one viewer out there, don't we? Well, hallelujah. Why don't we create a poll? How hard is it to balance two jobs? There's our first opinion poll on. Get to the point. I'm gonna post that. Ask your community. And there's nothing like a how-to question like there is when oh, where in the hell did that go? I don't know. Oh, there we are. Yeah. So how many yes or no? It's kind of hard to answer yes or no to a how question, isn't it? Let's just say yes, very difficult to have two, and let's say no, not difficult at all. I love having two or more jobs. So the no's love to work. The yeses, they just want one job. What's we got? Okay, it's a cooking. We'll find out. Well, let's go back to the mighty internets, and I do have Trans Love Airwaves, a good friend of the show, Mr. Matt Levin, out in Washington, D.C. He has a channel. Let's see, we got us the. If you go to transloveairwaves.com, you can catch his some of his work on his Vimeo channel, and they just have this recent episode. He specializes in the psychedelic. He is your psychedelic Sherpa, Matt Levin, to take you through these episodes. And I believe you can catch these on his website. He also has a wonderful Vimeo channel. And yes, the latest episode, Trans Love Airwaves, episode 3, Nobody Gets Fat Eating Music, starring Will Carruthers. This is screening in the D.C. area, from what I understand, and we might be able to have a follow-up interview that Mr. Dodge did with him some time back. We're hoping to be getting to that piece of historic legislation, aren't we now? What else we got cooking? I think that's about all we got to say. We got our sponsors to thank, and as I'm supposed to cover the name because we don't really, but if you can just listen to that sound, you'll know what kind of bourbon this is. That's what the sound of breakfast sound like for me. Thanksgiving. Yeah. So it's a good time. It's a good time. Trans Love Airwaves, the psychedelia. Visit the Matt Levin Vimeo channel. We also have Toolbox Rock out there, still under construction. Well, I thought that boy had been doing something. Didn't he have something to show? Oh yeah, he has a gallery of his product, and I guess Trench Digger is trying to do exclusive product deals with these cats, and yeah. Now, where in hell's name is that? God, don't tell me that's somewhere in Portland. That must have been pre-pandemic. I don't know. This looks like the Northeast neighborhoods. See an Illuminati eye up there. Do you all see what I'm seeing? This town has been run by the Illuminati for quite some time. Very difficult to understand. The wonderful, wonderful, yes, toolboxrock.com. Don't miss out. That's also some product that we're pushing, as well as visit our Rumble channel, live streams, news, and comedy. This channel will be picking up the double back onto this episode. We're going to be back in about top of the hour, as we always are. We had last Tuesday off. It's hard to do the studio after the Peasant Revolution Band Variety Hours taking over. They had a humdinger last Monday, so we just kind of took the Tuesday off, let things cool out. Holiday vacation, you might say. But listen, we're going to be back soon. I just want to make my little, I guess it's that time, isn't it? We talk a little bit about reality. So let me go to the studio, tech studio. Tech studio. We're gonna go like that, and then we're gonna go over here, baby, and we're gonna go to camera 3. Ladies and gentlemen, it's a difficult time we have in our nation's history. Can you see me? And what I'm hoping to achieve is nothing more than the American dream here. Now, a point of contention is Portland is not really an American dream no more. That's right, it's kind of a nightmare. And so I've been starting to question the American dream and think, what can we do in my lifetime before my death with dignity finally arrives? And I think I have a solution. Well, I believe in American dream at all, when I think we really should be believing in the new American hallucinatory nightmare. A nightmare where people are free to be themselves and express themselves in all sorts of strange ways, be it violently, oppressively, keeping people under lock and key if that's your kicks. I get it, man. I get it. All I'm asking for is let's have a little free bread, man. Let's put a little free bread in the people's hands, because it's starting to get ugly out there. I don't know what I'm gonna do when I wake up Christmas morning. All crazy, and yeah. Anyway, so that's my message. Let's have peace, joy, and a new American hallucinatory nightmare where we're all free to be, you and me. God bless. Cut back to this main studio, can you? No. Dumbass. Okay, that's fine. Well, I gotta hit over here then. Okay. Yeah, so that was my piece of mind to express, and I guess we're gonna be getting on the bottom end of this broadcast and preparing for the next top of the hour information. That's right. I am your host, Freddy Flattemus, and this is Get to the Point. So we're going to be right back at the top of the hour. Stand by for news and local events, and get your friends. Let's talk. Let's get a new poll going, all right? We'll come back with the results of that last one. All right. This is fun stuff. Okay, we'll be right back. Top of the hour. See you later. Woo!